record so I can actually show like the weird thing I'm seeing. So I'm hitting the left Alt key. And you see that? What does it mean? It's scaring me. Anyways, welcome back to another episode. So on the last one, what did we do? We got some progress on the pseudo inversion sigil. Was that last episode? I don't even remember. It's been 2 days already. I always forget what I last did whenever I take an extended break. And by extended break, I mean 2 days. I forget everything. Like a goldfish. We got this spawner thing going. Pretty ingenious design. So the whole idea is that it spawns creepers, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Get in there. Okay. And then we have a little skeleton guy here that shoots fire. And then we put a TNT under there. He lights the TNT, destroys all the creepers. And we got our music discs for the pseudo inversion sigil ritual. And we did that. And then we got unstable ingots, tons of them, which let me craft infinity chests. So we got our first one. And we actually are up to 3. I've crafted 2 more overnight. So they're actually not that bad now that I have everything ready. So this is the one we're using. It's completely full now. Interestingly enough. Actually, I don't even know if it's interesting enough. Yeah, interesting enough. I was checking here. I don't know if it voids excess items. Because if it does, that's not a good thing. Because this has been completely filled. Actually, no. No, I think we're okay. Because of this other storage bus. Yeah, so we should be just fine, I think. So let me actually set this to a lower priority. Or just totally remove it. Yeah, I'm going to totally remove it. So I was kind of contemplating not streaming today. And the big reason is I wanted to spend extra time doing a storage solution. Basically fix this mess. I don't like it. It's very cumbersome to work with. And I was trying to think about it a little bit off camera. Like, what can I do to fix this up? And the whole idea of these infinity chests, it's supposed to replace all of the super chests and all of the drives that contain items. We're still going to use fluid cells for the drives. For the fluids, I mean. But for the items, I want them all to be an infinity chest. And it's going to be like a bulk storage sort of thing. So I was kind of thinking about ways to do this. It's still going to be very similar. It's all going to be on a subnet. And I'm thinking instead of having the... How to explain it? The output. So okay. So this is the kind of control that we have throughout the playthrough. Or around the world. The base, I guess. Is every time I check these cells, for example, trying to find something that we produce somewhere. Probably one of your, like one of the red ones, I think. Maybe one of these. Yeah, for example, osmiridium dust. How do we control the mixer that produces that? And that's this mixer over here. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one that produces osmiridium dust. I can't talk. But how do we control this mixer so that it stops infinitely producing this stuff because we don't want it to? Well, it's because this is filtered to this is only doing osmiridium dust, and then it gets sent to the storage subnet through a sticky card, right? Meaning it can only go here. It's one of these filters. It can only go here. But if it's completely filled here, as you see right there, completely filled, then it has nowhere else to go because of the sticky card, which causes that multi-block to stop running. That's the kind of control that we have throughout the base to control the machines so that they don't produce too much stuff. And I'm bringing that up because if I'm going to use the infinity chest as a storage solution, this has infinite storage, meaning we're going to be producing infinite osmiridium. It's not infinite, it's a max integer, 2 point whatever billion, right? But that's going to cause the osmiridium to freak out and just produce nonstop and eat all of our stuff. So that's one of the challenges we have to solve if we are going to keep with this method. And I do like it. Yes, it's a lot of filtering, but we have the filtering set up. I can just copy the filters to somewhere else. And actually, I'll show you where my little setup is. I built a little bit of this off camera. It's going to be kind of like a thing here, right? This is our storage subnet. It's just a simple controller. Over here is how we interface with the main network. And then this is our, trash. So everything here, we're going to be using fluid void cells, which I think is new in this version of GTNH 2.8. So instead of using a energy condenser, I can use this instead. So this will be our trash. And then our fluid storage is going to be right here. And then item storage right over here. So we're up to 3 infinity chests. So nice. So, and I think the way to solve that issue to stop machines from infinitely producing is just level emitters, I think. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And we're going to store, for example, osmiridium. We're going to store it here anyways. But stop the machine if it's over a certain amount. That way I don't infinitely produce it and waste all of my osmium. Because we only have 77,000. That's not too much. So I was kind of thinking about it, like, oh, should I actually stream today? Because this is going to take some time to set up. And I'm just going to stream because I think having the audience participation, collaboration is always a good thing, right? That includes you too, VOD watchers. If you guys have any ideas, like after the stream, feel free to let me know. I read all the comments. And drink some water. And I guess there's another reason why I wasn't going to stream today. Because I took a really good nap. I'm still a little sleepy, so technically this is my morning voice. I just woke up. Oh man. I went to the group fitness class today, and then the weather was cold because the weather's finally dropping, and it just made me extra sleepy. So yes, I'm late to the stream, and that also means no camera today. Sorry. So we'll go ahead and do this whole idea. It's going to be very similar. So we have item storage buses on the infinity chest. I even drew like a nice little graphic on the on paint just to guide me how this is going to look. And I already messed it up. This is supposed to be purple. Purple is our storage subnet. And black is our main one. So wherever you see black, that's our main network, and purple is our subnet. So how am I going to do this? That is a very good question. First of all, we have to connect all of these. So you'll have a wireless connector like that. And then a bunch of cables. Yeah, like that. And get a bunch of these cables. It's going to be a fun challenge. It's we're going to learn a lot as we do this. Our base is probably going to struggle because of it. But at the end of it, I'm hoping that we can get some pretty good, what do you call it? Really good storage, because this is way more storage than we already have. For example, we have, I think the 30 or the 4096 item storage cells that we typically craft. These guys can only store up to 33 million items. That's a lot, but we're getting to the point we need a lot more. And 2 point whatever billion is so much more. Yes. Okay, it's gonna be fun. What was I doing? Wireless setup kit. Yes. Connect you there. So as of now, nothing is connected to this storage. But I'm also thinking about priorities here. Yeah, I think we want to have everything prioritized. So you would be priority 0 and then 1, then 2, for example. Or should I go backwards into minuses? We'll go backwards. So priority 0, this is going to be -1, -2, and so on. So because this one's filled already, we'll give it to you there. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is connect it to our ore munchers. So that's what that wireless connector is for. And it's going to be connected to the output right there instead of our main net. So now all of the goodies are going to be forced into here. Okay, we are producing more than 243 items. So that's why I made extra chests just in case. And I'm hoping like it follows the rules, like it tries to go here first if it can, and then it starts filling up over here. 33,000, geez. We produce a lot of stuff. I think it's okay for now. Yeah. I can always do the T test if I want to see if there's anything else. And so far, no. Okay. So right now we're storing everything there. It is good to go. So I don't want to go through the pain of filtering every single thing. So I'm probably just going to connect like a bunch of interfaces and storage buses. Let's craft a whole bunch of them actually. But until I'm ready, I won't connect it to our main net. That's just asking for problems. So we're gonna disconnect the main net like that. So for example, we're going to have, I think we already have 8 storage buses and interfaces together. Yeah, right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the fluids, and the fluids is gonna be there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And also a kind of disclaimer, I don't really know what I'm doing. So again, if you guys have like improvement ideas, and feel free to let me know. So we're gonna make those dual interfaces. It's all part of the learning experience, right? I just gotta throw myself at this stuff. So we want 2 of them to be dual interfaces for the fluids. Like that. And then the rest of them will be storage boxes. Hey, Extreme, what's up? Oh, you're slow. What's the Greg of the day? We are going to fix all of our storage problems, at least for a while. So the idea for today is to clean up this. I'm sorry, I'm not even sorry. It's garbage of a setup. I don't even know why that chest is there. Clean it up, condense it, and make use of the infinity chests that we've been crafting. I have 3 of them total. I was able to craft a couple in the last 2 days. 3 of them. So we want to use these. And then we're still going to use AE2 for fluid storage, because, you know, it does store a lot of fluids. But the whole idea is to condense that storage, subnet, whatever that I had over there, and put it all into this little box, which I think we have enough space. It's going to be a very similar idea, but what I also have to watch out for is the item control. For example, osmiridium. And I can show you again. I was talking about this earlier, but I'll mention it again. So, for example, we produce osmiridium over here. So, the only way we control this mixer to not produce like an unlimited amount, and then we run out of osmium, we have a sticky card so that it can only go here into this cell, this one. And if it's full, the machine stops. That's the only control we have for a lot of our machines. So when I'm going to clean this up, we don't have that luxury because we're using infinity chests, which has 2 billion storage, and that's never going to get full at our rates. So we're going to have to switch to level emitters for those kinds of builds. I don't think we have too many, but we still have to watch out for that. So there's going to be a lot of level emitters. I won't connect it until we're all ready for everything, though. Let me drink some water. There was also the disclaimer that I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm more than happy to take suggestions or improvements. But I do like this method. Plus, we have all of the filters. We have a lot of the filters already set up, so there's no need to reinvent the wheel, right? We're going to do it the same way, but it's going to be a lot more compact, cleaner looking, and I guess something a little more nice to look at, I guess. Yeah. So all of these I'm going to hide on the interface. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and start copying things. You can copy everything with memory cards, right? If you only store dust and pure, dust pure, you shouldn't be able to fill more than 2/3. I didn't think about that. The ore dictionary cards are probably broken for this, right? Does it work with the sticky card? Hang on. This is a big revelation. See, okay, I'm glad I streamed it. Because I was thinking of not streaming it so I can spend the time to figure this out. But no, that's basically like a lot of the things. And just start throwing everything there. I don't sticky stuff, it's very annoying. So I kind of do want to. Trying to think here. What's a good idea here? So maybe I can also store gems in here, right? I'll probably do dust and pure. Oh, you're saying only dusts. We have a lot of things here. I think I am going to sticky stuff. I don't know, actually. You can store gems in a few cells. Probably, but I'm trying to avoid cells in the first place. We have a lot of chests anyway, so it's okay. Iridium ore. That's gem iridium. That's a thing. I think we're going to keep with this because of the fact that the infinity chests are on a subnet. And we're going to leave the mainnet storage for like all the crafting requirements. Because things are going to happen where I craft things and then cancel and then it just throws everything back in storage. So I think we're still going to stick with the sticky cards because it works. It does work. It just needs to be cleaned up. But that's my argument, that this is a subnet. And it's storing basically any bulk. So it's not just storing dusts, it's also storing things that we produce in the boatloads, like combs. We have a couple of combs, coins from the Space Invader stuff. The bunch of random things also. Stem cells are also being stored here. But anything in bulk. That's the whole idea. So we're going to still stick with this. But that is a good idea to use the or dictionary filter card for. Probably, I can probably just do that for any dust, honestly. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then all of the random other random things, I'll put them somewhere else. So yeah, we are going to use this. So let's go figure out what's in the storage right now, and then we can reverse or figure it out from there. So we have things like dust, we have gems, we have these are all gems and dusts, right? That's a gem. All right. We have oil sands is one of the weird ones. So I think what I'm going to do is basically get this network and like push it over there with the IOSO. See what that does. Yeah, we're not going to store any of the impure stuff either. Because I'm assuming everything is going to be produced by the ore munchers anyways. So I don't think we're going to have any of that stuff. And if we do, I don't really care about it. But if we end up finding something that shows up that yes, we do, then oh, not there. It's this up here. So not crafting quartz. Is there a way for me to change what it is? No. So I want this to be dust star or gem. Right? And I might as well give it the dust and pure and dust pure, right? Does it work like this? Do I just need one or two? I don't know. I should know how to do this, but I don't. Oh, I can totally do this. And not dust impure. Just in case we have a couple of that stuff lying around. I don't want it here. Because we do, it's all in storage. You only store dust and dust impure and dust pure in infinity chest. You shouldn't be able to fill more than 2/3. How does that filter look? Dust or gem and not dust impure and not dust pure. I'm gonna try it. And then this will have a sticky card. We're not gonna plug it in yet until I can confirm that it does work. So I'm curious about these void cells. Can you also give them or dictionary filter card? But at that point, you're just asking for problems. Oh, you can. Don't do that though, because you can always have it where it like produces too much and then you have problems. So no, don't do that until we start seeing issues. We have a long ways to go until we start seeing issues. Kind of on a timer, but that timer is going to be a while before we get to 2 billion items. So yeah, don't give this a void cell. Don't do that. PRS database. Okay. So this one is going to have that, and that should basically clear most of the dusts that are filtered, or cover most of them that are filtered, plus things that I don't have filtered. Gonna be a lot of troubleshooting. And then the 2 fluid ones, I'm gonna have to copy those. So this one is like that. You guys need a sticky card as well, right? Sticky card and a bunch of capacity cards. That's all you need. You only use void cells within subnets that are producer. Okay. Yeah, I think for this, for our purposes, because we're like generalizing what goes in here, I'm not going to delete everything. So this is only going to choose things that, for whatever reason, we get way too much of. And that's going to be a future problem, and we can see that over time. But for now, I'm not really going to worry about it. It's gonna be a future problem, and at that point, we can probably just keep spamming infinity chests and disregard the problem, anyways. Don't put that there. All right, that's the thing about this language. Like we gotta learn about it. Lots of learning to do. All the fluids are there, and then all of the fluids from here. I'm excited though. All right, and then this one basically avoids the need for all of the fancy stuff. So I think we're probably just get away with using this much. I say probably, and I don't know if that's true or not. You also need a sticky. Okay. Don't connect it yet until I know for sure that everything is working. Okay. So there's a couple of fluids here that I want to move over here, I think. I don't want to move any of them yet, because that's going to be funny. I'm trying to think here. Another thing we need to have is a way for the main net to interface with the subnet. So that is going to be a simple, probably just put a connection up there, honestly. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna put it up here. It's fine. So purple is our subnet color, and it's going to be like that. Just 2 wires. And then covered cable. Put it like this, actually. Not Fluix, black. There we go. Mm-mm. I think you can say that I've always been the kind of person that will like it's the hardest part of like starting a project is starting the project. Just do it, and then you'll figure it out as you go. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. So just like before, we're going to have the storage bus here. I think that's how we did it. Let me see over here. So in order to get items from the subnet into our main net, we just use a storage bus. Have an item and a fluid storage bus, and it's just extract only. That's all it is. So this way our main net has access to everything now. So we have a storage bus and we have a fluid storage bus. Especially the case for work. Been on this project for a while. When it becomes smart work after experience, you can do it simply. Yeah. So it's one of the I don't want to say philosophies because I sound like a big nerd when I say that, but one of the things that I kind of believe, I guess, when it comes to work, is that I am a very lazy person, but I will work hard so that I can be lazy. That makes sense. So especially at work, right? I don't want to do the work, but I do it well so that I don't have to do it later. There's also that saying that my I always hear my dad say it a lot. The lazy donkey does twice the work. It's about the same thing here. Throw yourself at it, and then it'll make sense. Hopefully, at some point. I'm not going to connect it yet because that's asking for some more issues. So what I'll do is just break you and then connect you later. Then I need a dual interface. Okay, so this is how the main net is going to access the items. It's going to be this cable. I just have to connect it, but not yet. So really what I have to do is figure out what items do not go over like into a dust. Like what items have to go here and what items do I have to maintain? So that's going to be a big challenge, I think. There's a couple of them off the top of my head. But what I'm going to look for first are things that cannot be stored using the filter. So can I look up dust? Yes. Can I use this? Does that work? Is that going to detect things that I can't filter? Yes, it does. Okay. So things we're looking for: refractory wax, oil sands ore. Everything else here can totally fit into that first storage bus. Except for oil sands, refractory wax, and another one down here, right? Oh, and then we have a couple of things up here. There's a lot of things. So indium, cosmic neutronium, biocells, T-SETI seaweed, titanium ingots for whatever reason, unknown crystal shard, stem cells, scrap, really? Sure. Bro jelly, honeydew, magic wax, the coins. I think that's it. And then raw atomic separation catalyst, clay. That's not a dust. There you. Clay. It's not a dust either. Crushed fluorite. I have no idea why, but I'm gonna do that. Netherite comb as well. Hellish mud, milled netherrack. Netherrack. nanoparticles, nether shards. So everything else can totally be stored in that first one, but all this stuff cannot. Some of this stuff probably we don't even produce, but I'm just putting things that I know are filtered already so that I don't have trouble later. And we just put all that stuff here. Some of these things I have to level emit control so that we don't overproduce, especially things like biocells and stem cells. We don't want to, because their inputs are also used for other things. Just as an example. Especially raw atomic separation catalyst. No, clay. I don't care about clay. I'll produce it like crazy. Hey, Beza. I saw your post. That's all I'm going to say about it. Oh no, it lagged. I deleted something, right? Hang on. I can always go back. Yeah, totally lagged out. So it's something between Netherrack and Hellish Mud, I think. I can recount it afterwards. It was... No? Yeah, Mail to Netherrack, that's what it was. It's an easier template to use, just change the dates. Totally true. In this case, though, today I had a good excuse. Took a really good nap. I woke up late. I still have my quote-unquote morning voice because I just woke up. But can you blame me? I went exercising. I went to the group fitness class, and then the weather's finally dropping. It's Texas weather. It's super hot here. Like average, it's in the 90s Fahrenheit. I know someone's gonna say it. But the temperature's finally dropping. Lots of wind, and it was just a good time for a nap. I was watching Fallout New Vegas videos. I've been watching Fallout New Vegas challenge runs on YouTube lately. So I had one, and then I didn't finish it. I just fell asleep. And then it's it's a good nap when you wake up and the video's done, and the video's like an hour long. But we are back to the Gregging. We're trying to clean up our storage situation, and it's probably going to cause more problems, but that is okay. So the next thing I want to find, I'm pretty sure we have everything filtered. I'll double check. Let's just double check. So we're looking for things that are not... Oh, this totally works. Okay. So I can actually just copy the filter here. Watch this. Learning, what's the word? Is it rejects? It's not rejects, right? The logic. Yeah, logic. There it is. See how they're all grayed out? That's because they are actually working for the filter. Actually, no, it's broken. Is the filter not working then? Uh-oh. Do parentheses not work in any eye? They probably don't work in any eye. That's okay. It's fine. We'll just keep it like this. So I'm just going to double check. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Did I get these dusts? No, I didn't, because they, I lost count. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I missed that one. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I don't know if these guys are going to go in there. If they still pass this filter, I have no idea. But just in case, we will put it there anyways. And I lost count. My number memory is trash. Did I say, what is this? Did I say 26? You know what? I trust. I trust the burning I was 10 minutes ago to count correctly. Okay, so the next thing we got to do is figure out what are things that we do not want overproducing. I think the first two filters are okay. It's only until we get to the third one we start seeing things that we don't want overproducing. So things like osmiridium for sure is one of them. That's probably where I started the filters here. I don't really care about indium. You might argue things like Nequadria and enriched Naquadra, but let's be honest, we want more of that. We never have enough of either of them. No, we never have enough Nequadria. Enriched Naquadra, I think we have a good amount. Yeah, 42 million. Where's my crossbow? Oh, dang, he got away. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, all of this stuff is where we start seeing things we don't want to overproduce. Things like unknown crystal shards, osmiridium, stem cells, osmic neutronium. I think how I have it right now, it's using the tiny pile, so that's okay. Biocells, TZE. There was another thing here. I think it was quicklime. No, it's because we only produce the ingots like passively using the tiny piles. Otherwise, we just store it in the dusts, and then we just craft it into oh. Well, I have to fix the recipe. We should be crafting it using the dust. And so, in the purposes of not overproducing, it's okay because it's using the tiny piles, which is it's completely okay with me. It really does. I just have to update the recipe because we have 33 million of it. I do have it set up in the space elevator. It's just that passively, whatever we produce here, I just haven't taken it down because honestly, I just forgot about it. So we are running out of 50. We have 50,000 left. Once we run out of this, the system's gonna start complaining that hey, I can't craft anymore. So I have to change the recipe. And that's all it is. It's just a funny thing. What else? There was something here. I think it was quicklime. Yeah, quicklime, definitely. I should not be overproducing. That might be it. Oh, all of the netherite stuff. I don't know where we're getting blaze powder from. From bees, yeah. So things like heavy hellish mud. I am probably okay with storing this. Yeah. Let me check over here. Where's the heavy hellish mud? Somewhere here. Must be here. Netherite nano. Oh, you know how I can confirm if it's actually something we trash? Checking here. Yeah, we don't care about heavy hellish mud. We can delete it. Or don't put that there. Okay. But things like netherite nanoparticles, I think we want. Yeah, I'm okay with this running nonstop. Yeah, all of this is okay. But netherite nanoparticles, I don't. Honestly, yeah, all of this is okay. We're producing all of this automatically, so I think that's fine. But the other netherite stuff, I'm honestly just going to keep it like this. I think it was just these couple of items that we don't want overproducing. So we have to figure out where the heck am I producing this stuff? Quicklime, I think, is here. Oh, hang on. No, this consumes quicklime, and that's how we get our or whatever. One of these, this one, this is the one. So I don't want this to be a machine controller. Instead, you should be a. Actually, yeah, you can be a machine controller, but you have to face on the bottom. So enable with redstone. Then get 60 seconds because I can. And then you need a signal. But I don't know if you have any channels left over. You have exactly one channel. Which means it'll actually work. Which one was it? It was this one. It was this one, right? Yeah. A bunch of level emitters here. We're more than likely going to see issues, but I'm okay with that. So like quicklime, I'll make this 10 million. Actually, it depends how much calcium we have in storage. Don't go consuming everything. Hang on. 63 million. I'm making you 10 million. Emit when levels are below limit. Yeah, so right now it's on, which is going to tell this machine to enable. But it's waiting 60 seconds for that, so I can just do that. Not enough item output space. So this is where I want to... I don't actually need this to change, no. Item cache capacity 32,000, but it has 101,000. I don't know how that works, but oh well. So I don't have to change the output. It's gonna go to the other one anyways, so it's okay. So that's quicklime dust dealt with. Tea City E seaweed is the extractor. That's this man over here. So it's also consuming mud balls and glowing coral. So I'm gonna make it not consume that. And just focus on this guy doing just T steady E. Yeah. Okay. And then just make sure that I have enough channels for this. Looks like I have enough channels. 320. I have enough channels, yeah. Get a machine controller. This one was like that. He said E. Emit when levels are below limit. And we'll make this. I honestly don't know. 32,000. Nah. Make it 1,000,000 because I can. There we go. So that guy's dealt with. These two are the important. Well, technically these four are the important ones because we consume them a lot. I think this one is stem cells. No, this is biocells. Close enough. That's this one. No, I did do it correctly. Okay. This one's biocells. So we want this to be level maintained. And how much biocells am I storing passively? 32,000. 1,000,000. I'm probably gonna need way more than that though. Like over here, how many channels do you have? I have enough for one more, I think. One more channel. This one, right? Yeah. Oh, excuse me, sir. You are biocells. Emit when levels are below 1,000,000. I think that's it. And then give this a machine controller. There we go. Okay. So biocells are taken care of. And then we need stem cells. I believe this is the stem cells one. Yes. Yeah, this one. So we are actually out of channel space. So might need to hijack channels from somewhere else. 31 channels. I'll do this one. Okay. So this is the one, right? This one, right? Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that. Anchor. I mean, I can also just do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. Then, right there. So this is biocells. Also store 1,000,000. And then connect that over here. This one, I think this one has an extra 31 channels. Yeah, you have one more channel space. There you go. There you go. So this guy is now working. And then I think I just need to make sure, oops. Just need to make sure that this guy, I always forget which machine is which. Keep moving around. It's this one. Okay. Enable with redstone and then max it out. Yeah. Okay. And then osmiridium is right next to it, this one. So you need a machine controller. And then I'm going to need to hijack another channel because everything's out of channel space, I think. Need more wireless connectors. But that's okay. We are making use of all the channel availability. And I'm okay with that. This one is osmiridium. I'm not going to store 1 million because that's a ton. We don't even have that much osmium. So we'll stick to the... How much osmiridium do we have here? I think we store only 32,000, so I'm going to do that. 32,000. That's it. So who can I hijack cables from or channels from? This one has 32 already. Don't touch that. This one has 31. Yes. 32 now. Yeah. Nice. At least I'm hoping I'm following the trend correctly, because that's what I do. I just put a wireless connector, and then whatever the number tells me, add them all together. That's how many channels I have from here. It's been working out so far. So that's the mixer. I think that's working now. If I check here, that is emit when levels are below limit, which they're not because we have 200,000 in there by accident. So that should be good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So that is that. And then Mysterious Crystal Shard is right next to it, right here. Yeah. 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 So, how many channels does this have? Twin at 32 also. Okay. So you need another connection as well. So we have gray. And then more wireless connectors. And then you is level emitter. Come on, let me get in there. Come on. It's a little claustrophobic in here. Right there. And then you have unknown crystal shards. Mark below. We'll do 1 million because it's just from a dust directly. We'll do 1 million. Okay, and then connect this to somewhere. Somewhere that has enough channels. I just need one channel. 27 plus 2. There you go. This is now 28 plus 2 plus 1, and there's enough space for one other thing. Okay. I think that's all the items that we don't want overproducing. There's probably a couple others. There's a lot of things that we're producing. I don't even need to do this, honestly. I'm going to shut this machine down because I can. It'll save me some channels also. So this is one of them that we actually just have centrifuging black plutonium nonstop for piles of cosmic neutrons. We don't care about this anymore. I'm gonna tear it down. Save me some channels and lag. Oh shush. Oh, my inventory needs help. Is it time for an inventory purge? I think so. My inventory's a mess. Yeah, let's clean it up here. I don't need that. I can put that over here actually. Put it right there. Then yeah. Oh, what's gonna happen? If it's not your base blowing up, then I don't want to know about it. If it's not my base blowing up, I don't want to know about it. I'm joking. I'm joking this up. Low quality Nequadria sulfate. I don't even know. Okay. So that's all the items, right? That are controlled. Oh, you got the something black hole. Pseudo stable. This? Are you already at this point? I thought this was like a harder to reach thing. Again, anytime I see a big multi-block like this, I just assume late game. I don't want to do anything about it. Ew. I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to worry about drinking some water. Give me a second. Just before go. Oh, okay. You're already at that point? Pretty impressive, honestly. So there's a couple of things here that we want to level maintain. I don't know what though. So I think I can like I'm gonna sound fancy here. I can probably extrapolate from here. Check out all the fluid ones. Like carbon dioxide, I don't really care about. Nefarious gas. Yeah, this one I don't really care about holding. So anything that is a small storage is probably something I want to hold. Like this nether semi-fluid. Yeah, I don't care about that either. Actually, I can just put all of the fluid storage cells over there and then worry about it later. I can totally do that. Yeah, the fluids are going to be easy because they're still going to be in storage cells like this. Okay, okay. I don't have to worry about that. So it's just the items I have to deal with. I think we're ready. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of like troubleshooting once I get this going. And chances are when I actually connect it, it's going to flood with a bunch of junk, which I hope isn't the case. If these guys are extract only, then I'm hoping this filter works. Which one? This one. Yeah. But I don't know if it's going to work. Tell you what. Because I don't really deal with a lot of things there. How do I make sure that this filter works? Besides hoping and praying. We're going to hope and pray. Am I ready? Oh, do not put bi-directional. No. That's the other thing. Don't do that. You're supposed to be insert only. Yeah. Because this is what leads to some of those machines being dumb and like, oh, I can only see like I see 2 sets of items, but I only have one, and then they break. I have to make sure that they are only insert only, because I think the extract actually ignores the filter. Storage bus does not filter extract. I think that's how they work. Dumb, but that's how it is. I think really the only way I can make sure this works is just plugging it in. This is not going to be fun, but we got to do it. So give me a dense black cable for this. So I know if things end up catastrophic, I can just break this cable. Then let me check here. Should be seeing a whole bunch of other things that we are also producing. It's really just that, honestly. But the only thing I'm concerned with is like not overproducing. So I just have to make sure that, you know, those don't stop. But so far it looks okay. I say so far as if it hasn't run for like more than 10 minutes. I'm gonna trust for now. And the fluids. Actually, how do I make sure? Let's try connecting this to mainnet. So what's one thing that we have built up? So for example, I guess iron dust. We can use iron dust as an example. I just want to make sure that we can actually read it. So 64 million, right? If I plug this in, it should register as 64 plus 8, 72 million, right? Boom, server crash. 72 million. Okay, so it does register those items. And then make sure, absolutely make sure this is on extract only. Extract only, so that the only point of access that the mainnet has to pull items is through these two, and that's it. That's all I care about. I don't want them to extract from there because it's going to break everything. I've seen that before. So far, so good. Got a bunch of weird stuff in here, but I think I'm okay with it. And I think the true test as well is to disconnect the old network. But before I do that, this is what I'm scared of. The fluids. Because I also have to filter out the fluids, I think. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Before I do that, let's check this out over here. So the one to the this has to be copied over as well. But is there a way for me to copy this and put it inside of the fluid cell, a void cell, because I want to switch to using this instead? Or do I just not worry about it and just use a matter condenser anyways? That's, you know, that's probably just easier to deal with. Left button. I don't want to do that though, because that's going to... Figures partition based on currently stored items. That's going to delete all of my filters. So. I think there was something about copy settings somewhere. Oh, you think it's a memory card? Might be able to use a memory card? Curious if that's the case. If I can do this. Invalid machine, how dare you? Controls of the contents of the configuration pane are cleared when you remove the cell. This is a storage bus, and I'm trying to see if I can get it into a cell. If that's not possible, then that's completely okay with me, and I'll just probably just, you know, throw it on a matter condenser. Otherwise, I can just get all of these and do it myself, which is on, you know what, it's not that bad. Just do it. Hey, Entrepot. How's it going? How's the post Stargate life? Didn't you say that you were working on what was it? Like another run for 2.8? I'm pretty sure you're gonna beat the pack before we do. I'm just working on condensing our storage. So I'm pretty sure you've seen this before, but our storage is kind of like kind of a mess. Everything's all over the place, and I don't want it to be. So I'm working on condensing everything, making it nice and neat. It still looks kind of like a mess, but it's an organized mess. I like organized messes. We're gonna stick to it. Yeah, we'll stick to it. So this guy is how willing am I to do this? Pretty willing, I think. Yeah, but aside from that, we did get the infinity chest. So I'm trying to like reconfigure our storage to account for these. And it'll just make things a lot easier. But we're not going to use our entire storage. It's just anything we want to store in bulk and controlled amounts will be in the infinity chests. So everything from the ore outputs is going directly into here. And other things that we passively produce, like titanium and other things, that's also going to be here. It's a big project, I think, and it's gonna take a lot of trial and error. I take that out. That does work. Okay. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna manually filter this. I'll take a look at that picture right now. Let me just take care of this before I lose the momentum, because I will absolutely forget I'm doing this and then never do this again, and my entire base breaks because I forgot some filters. So it's entirely possible to like filter stuff using computers, right? Like, what can you not do with computers? Like open computers. That mod is very powerful. Like if you understand it, it's extremely powerful from what I can get, from what I can see also, but I just don't know how to use it, and I never give myself the opportunity to learn about it. Can a computer write a poem? Yes. I don't know. It's a kind of a hard question and difficult thing to answer. Unless you're gonna get into like the semantics, I guess, of like, oh, is it's a human writing a computer, but the computer just no, it's a human writing into the computer. And also AI is a thing, yeah. So okay, let me just double check here. So we have how many empty spots? 9 plus 3 is 12. Let me check the old filter. Because I want to get away from using matter condenser and just use a so 9 plus 12. Okay, we actually got everything right on the first try. I don't know if you're filtering anything yet, so I am. They updated it in 2.8 where putting the fluids does work. So it does work. I know what you're talking about, because before it would only accept cells. If it doesn't have a number, it didn't put the filter. No, it's got the filter. Yeah, they fixed it. Because I think it was 2.7 and before, where it just refused to work unless it used a cell. It only worked with cells, and now you can actually just put the whatever like the A2 crafting thing. You can also put fluid drops. I'm gonna see your picture. Oh, what are you gonna make out of it? Like, what's that used for? And no void item cells because the two tiny little neutronium compressors, black hole compressor. Is that really what it does? I think I have to press a space. This thing, right? Yeah, this thing. Oh, you can get. Okay, so it's just an upgrade to the neutronium compressor. Oh wow. Oh, it's also a compressor. Oh. But it's probably like one of those that the gimmick to it. Okay, zero stability, the black hole is unstable. It will void recipes and eventually close itself. That's funny. So you need to give it space time. Honestly, I'm a big fan of that. Like, you can get super powerful machines, but we're at like the limits of technology, I guess, that you can't do anything without drawbacks. It's kind of like that uh like the current scene of circuit production. Like, have you guys seen videos of how tiny these circuit components are, like transistors, like wafers, for example? How tiny these things can get, it's crazy, and you can't get any smaller anymore. So maybe that's what it's mimicking in GTNH, right? That sometimes the stuff is getting so complex that you can't get away with not having problems. You're gonna have problems because it's how complex this stuff is. So I think I have this to minus 5,000. Let me double check. Minus 1,000, but minus 5,000 is better. Okay, I think I have everything set up, honestly. The funny thing is that as soon as I remove the fluid cells, a lot of my stuff is gonna break. So let me just make sure that it actually works. So I'm gonna move like a fluid that we don't really care about. For example, like I'm also going to remove the void right here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the voiding from happening. I'm just gonna disconnect the wire though, in case I need it back. I'm waiting for it. Like I move one cable or one like item, whatever, and then I start seeing power failures everywhere. It'd be so funny. So I just want to make sure that something like redox gas, for example, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere else. Yeah, it doesn't show up anywhere because it's set up to be sticky card over here, right there. But because there's nowhere for the gas to go, it's gonna get stuck in the oil cracker, whichever makes redox gas distillation tower. It's gonna get stuck in here, I think. Uh, Somewhere. And yeah, we're already seeing issues here where that stuff is getting stuck, but I think that's because I don't have it connected. Or missing some things like ashes. No, that should be there too. Um, there might be a missing filter as well. But here, if I put this right here, I would like to see redox gas. Yeah. Okay. and then I'm just gonna go ahead and connect this man to AE2. I guess what I can do is just connect it here as well, but like make a note that, hey, this is a trash one. I'm gonna do that. That way it looks a little cleaner. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm gonna give it a void cell. Leave it on the front of it. But that tells me that this is a void one. Don't touch. Don't put anything else in here. I mean, you can put other things, but the priority is going to make it try to go everywhere else. But there you go. I should not do that, actually. Things are going to get trashed as I move things. So I'm going to put this last, I think. Okay, so really, I just wanted to see if it is able to seed all the gases there, or the fluids. So we'll go ahead and start moving things over. I just want to make sure that it all works, and then we'll continue from there. Really care about carbon dioxide, all of this fluid stuff. We're going to do one at a time, and then if I see issues anywhere, we'll go ahead and do that. And that's just the thing about like a huge base like this. Like, how do you know? No idea, right? How do you know something is going to have issues? Sulfur dioxide, we got unlimited amount of it. Really hard to tell. But things like this is stuck because it has enriched naquidol oxide mixture dust. I guess that's always been my problem. I never have something scalable. You might have just opened up a revelation for me, actually. I don't have something scalable. And that just, it's not just a storage solution, but it's also like how we build the base. Which is part of the next project, is expanding the area to the sides so that we have like more room to spam machines and really improve the stuff. Yeah, less filters as well. But the thing is, we already had a system that is the system is too big for me to like rewrite, and I didn't want to change things because a lot of the machines we have are based on that system, and that would just have me fixing a lot of machines. And so I'm just gonna improve what we have right now. Yeah. But hey, this is going to help me out for Meatball Craft. Things like this. Who knows? Maybe I'll get so annoyed at doing it like this that I just end up not doing this in any other pack, right? And by the end of this pack, I'll be such a professional at storage solutions. I'll speed run the next run through, right? Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, I try to find something to learn every single time. Three. This is 9 plus 1 more. Yeah, okay. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. But hey, at the end of this, we're going to be cleaning up all of this mess. Like, what is this? It looks no different than our main net, right? But still, like, why is it here? 1, 2, 3. Put this over here so I don't go trashing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something got red. Distilled water. Okay. Totally normal. How fast things are moving around. I love that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But moving forward, I will continue with like probably just making everything the same cell size, but controlling the output at the machine and not at the cells. It just makes things a little easier, I think. You know, and this all started because I wanted to try something something different I usually do. Because whenever I do storage in like big packs like this, I always stick with the classic. Oh, you have a bunch of storage cells, right? And you just fill them up with as you need it, and then you connect bulk storage to storage drawers. I always do that. So this is me really trying to change it up using sticky cards, which is something I've never done before, and then controlling output at different places throughout the base. BRB in an hour, if you're still here. I probably will be. Take care if not. Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's also going to clean up this super chest wall. 6. I think that's all the fluids. Okay. So I think I want to check some of the machines here. For example, like this stuff. This should all be cleared. Nothing should really be going into our AE2. But I'm kind of curious here because I think this stuff here, it's probably enriched aqua dioxide mixture dust. Enriched aqua dioxide mixture dust. Yeah, this stuff here. So this is considered a dust. So it should be going into here, I think. Where is it? You say you're here, but you're not. Oh, it doesn't filter correctly. It's right there. Okay, it is right there. 621,000. Okay, I think what's happening is the sticky card is not. It's the priority, right? Yeah. It's a priority thing. So if the priority here is 0, trying to understand how these sticky cards work. If the priority is 0, then it's gonna try to go to the higher priority. If there's sticky cards anywhere else, the priority for these not 0. Here, it is 0 though. but I believe I was doing some testing, and when there's multiple sticky cards, they get put into like Thumbcraft. They get put into like a something that I don't even know what I'm saying. Not too sure. Like they share priorities, in other words, if there's multiple sticky cards. So I think I'm kind of curious what happens when I disconnect this subnet and put the new one in. So now the main base can only extract items from here, and that's it. But you can't put any items in here because there's no connection to the sticky cards. So meaning that the only place they have to put items is over here. Yeah, I think that's what was happening. So if I check the here, yeah, I think that's what was happening. It was trying to go to the other one, but it couldn't because there's nothing there, like no space. Hmm. Okay. So far, I think this is looking kind of promising. I just have to keep in mind that all of these infinity chests are priority. So 0, and then -1, -2, and every time we add another one, it'll reduce in priority. Okay, I think that's it, I guess. So, one thing I want to do is start porting everything over. Oh, this is going to be the fun part. So I need a bunch of the 4096. We'll do 4 for now, and a bunch of hyper acceleration cards. We have 3. I want 3 more. I'm getting some lag. So I want everything from the cells to go into when work is done. Yeah, I want everything to go into the drives, but on the other IO port, I want everything to go to the cells. Man, what a mess. Oh, we also have this subnet. I forgot about this one, our OR subnet. So this is the one where it gets put up there. Honestly, I can probably just send it all. I can probably connect it to the same one. I'll think about it. I can't remove this stuff though. Like anything up here, don't mess with it. Yeah, don't mess with it. So you don't mess with that either. There's another IO port. No, I moved the IO port over there. I don't know how like reliable this is gonna be, but I'm very curious. I want this to go to drives, like this internal storage to the cells. I think that's how I want to try this. And then make sure that nothing is able to connect to the main net. And I don't think it is. No. I think we're okay. We have fluid storage bus, but that's interface. As long as there's no storage buses connecting to the main net, then we should be fine. I think we're okay, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Give me all of your items. I don't even know what's in here. Let's get a couple more of these 4096s. How come you don't oh, I guess none of them will stack. I want to have 6 of them. Man, the amount of items that are in here. It's kind of hilarious actually. Let's go put them back over there. Wait for those to finish. Kind of curious. Yeah, okay. The amount of redstone that we're collecting is really funny. So none of these items are actually getting voided. Why did you go over there too? Oh, that's a potential issue. If you run out of something here, then it'll try to go to the. Honestly, it doesn't matter. That's what the priority system is for. So if we for some reason have that issue and then we're trying to consume oil sands, it will try to consume from here first, and then at some point get rid of that. So I don't really mind. One problem at a time. I think I just want to get the old setup replaced and then fix all the kinks that are inevitable. Yeah, inevitable to pop up. Also, now that I have all those fluids there, I should definitely give it the void cell. There you go. So on the fluid side, it's basically identical to how it was before. It's the items I got to think about. Mm-hmm. It's already looking so much nicer and cleaner, right? Whether or not it works, that's another question, but it looks nice. I'm okay with that. Starting off with that. Let's just look at all the items here that are piling up, like all of the honeydew. Oh yeah. All of the when you spot something going up, endstone. Endstone's one of them. At some point we're gonna hit iron and then hit like tons of, but yeah, 114 million. This was more wet redstone than we actually could have stored. I'm pretty glad about that. Okay, and then slowly but surely start removing some of these things. I'm gonna wait for everything to completely drain out first, though. There's a lot of items in here. Actually, a ton of items in here. Geez. Maybe I should invest in the better one, the 16380, 380, whatever's right. I mean, we might as well. This is the biggest storage cell, right? Yeah, we'll invest in this. Replace black cable or fluid storage, or I don't even know what to replace. Launch controller. I think we're done with launch controllers. I'll complain about it later. I know that. Like 6 of you. No raw silicon dust. That's probably because you're in here, honestly. I think I have you all with me. Actually, I'm kind of curious about it now. Yeah, okay, it was there. We want to make the 16380 whatever's. Try for 6 of them just to speed this up a little bit. It is an expensive craft though, so it might take a while to finish. But it's now a race. Is this gonna finish where the 16384 craft is gonna finish? Yeah, because now that I think about it, this is basically one full cell, and we have a lot of those in here. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while, I think. Take a while, because a lot of this is like only one type. So we have a lot of items that are more than what do you call it? Like more than a storage cell full of this. But we have a couple of these 16384Ks now. Speed things up a lot more. Oh, it's actually way better. 4 times as much storage. It's just crazy to think about, like, some of the, like, we take things for granted sometimes, but isn't it just amazing how packs like this are able to do that? Like how people figure this out, like the logistics, right? And not crash your game. The sheer amount of data that's being thrown into here is crazy. I don't think about that too much, but like it's cases like this where it's just, I guess you can say it amazes me, right? What are you? What? Are you telling me I can just use that overflow void card instead? Oh, I'm gonna play with that. I think it'll make things easier. Okay. But yeah, it's so cool that people were able to figure out things like this, and also making sure that the data transfer doesn't crash your game and such. It's so cool. Is there a hyper acceleration card? Advanced stocking input hatch is super stock replenisher. What are you? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in 2.8 I haven't really thought about. You use, put a storage cell in the empty slot. And you can set up to 63 items, whatever total quantity are determined by the byte size of the storage cell. When an item is filled to whatever, it will pull it from the ME network it is attached to. What? Pull? When an item or fluid is erased from the stalker, or when it is broken, everything will return to the network the stalker was attached to, so no need to panic about losing items. It will pull it from the ME network it is attached to. You can then use the storage bus to make those items visible. Oh, okay. I see. Oh. Okay. There's also the overflow card that I saw. these are the new cards they added. Overflow cause enemy storage cell to avoid excess inputs. So I'm guessing if something can't like go in there, I feel like that's dangerous. So I don't want to do that. Refill empty patterns in your processing. Yeah, that sounds dangerous. Don't do that. Empty patterns in your processing and fluid processing terminals. Maybe if I had more control, maybe I can do that. That's what we're using already. Be careful where you use sticky cards, as they can lead to your passive systems jamming. I am fully aware of that. It's crafting, right? Let's just take a minute to like appreciate the sound of the fusion reactor. Boo! What note is that? Need the pitch perfect dudes in the audience to help me out with that. And I've heard some people like pitch perfect people. That's crazy. You can like play anything and they'll tell you what note it is. Pretty funny. Really interesting. I think there's a video of like a dude and his roommate, where the guy recordings and his roommate is the pitch perfect guy, and he would just bring random like objects, like let's say a coffee mug, and he would hit it with the spoon, and the pitch perfect guy would like, oh, that's a F or whatever, and then he just hits a piano and it makes the exact same noise, or like the same note. It's crazy. Don't know too much about it, but I don't think, from what I've read somewhere, that pitch perfect technically doesn't exist. It's just like you're just very well trained. I think that's what it was. Like extremely trained. Some people are just more gifted also. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. This guy's taking a little bit. So one of the first things I want to do whenever I actually add all of the extra machines, right, to the sides, because I do want to do that, set up an area to start spamming machines. I don't know if I want to put it to the left or right. Probably the left, because there's less bees. Probably even both. And have a way to like more scalability instead of doing rows like this, where it's kind of hard to scale because I'm only limited so far. How back I can't even move machines that much, right? Oh, I forgot about my Thaumcraft area I set up last time. But one of the first things, I almost lost my train of thought. One of the first things I want to set up is more ass lines, because, for example, that stuff is being made over here on one dude. Oh man, it'd be so much, like, it would be so good if I can mass produce this stuff. So good. Okay, next batch of items is done. I feel like those 16Ks are really helping out, but the rest of them are going to take a little bit to finish up crafting. Let's see here, like, what kind of items do we have boatloads of? Iron dust, we have tons of that. Picking up on lutetium. How do you pronounce that? Lutetium? 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 Beats me. Niobium. Yeah. There's silver. Like that. Erarsite? How the heck do you pronounce that? 21 million clay. So balanced. That's one of the things I love about one of the ways to get clay. It's so funny to me. It's the clay block, right? Because there's like that meme. I don't understand it, but there's that meme where clay is like, I really don't understand the whole meme where clay is like an overpowered resource, but for some reason you can mine it in the space elevator. And I love this. This is funny. Like I don't know. I know in Divine Journey 2 also. Yeah, using clay. There's like a special version of clay. A little bit of spoilers, but there's like a clay item. It was called C.L.A.A. Y dot. It was like a special clay, and it was super expensive. It was like a very late game thing. Well, you're gonna take a while. This is finished, and we got the next batch of items to go. So far, so good. I don't think we're having issues anywhere. But I also haven't really checked anywhere that we're having issues. So, gonna trust that we are okay. And that our base is easily able to recover from stuff getting stuck somewhere. I think for the most part we are okay though. Sodium hydroxide might be something that we want to control now that I think about it. Actually, no. We get sodium hydroxide from over here. I think we just non-stop producing it. Yeah, because we get salt water faster than we actually consume it. So we just kind of have it built up like that. Nope. Bioware assemblies. Why does it say that it's stuck? Is it just crafting an extra batch for no reason? Yeah, that's what it was doing. That's weird. We got more of those though. So many items, jeez. Oh. Okay, that's something got stuck. Never mind. No, it's just there's just so many items to deal with. I was about to say, how come you're not stacking? It's a different item, that's why. So I can see that some of these items are kind of showing up in multiple spaces. For example, hellish mud. No, never mind. It's just that. Yeah, the priority is working fine, but some small things like oil sands, right? You can always just put that back over here. Then we should be okay. That clears up an extra spot. Oil sands is showing up right here. All 26 million of this, geez. And that's an extra spot for shenanigans. Back over there. But I'm thinking this might just be a good time to wrap up the episode now that I think about it, because really the rest of it is just filtering and making sure that all the items I have are taken out of here. So I'm going to be doing this off camera. I don't want to bore you guys with this. Like 40 million in there, that's more than a single cell of this. So maybe I'll make more. 16, yeah, I'll do that. Beat this up for me, make 6 more. I'll do this off camera. But yeah, I just need to control the filtering here. And then come back. And I'm thinking one of the next things we can do is waterline. I've been trying to get into waterline. And I do have another flocculation unit for tier 3. So next episode we'll be playing with Waterline, and it'll also give me the opportunity to like study up on it, make sure I fully understand how it works so I don't bumble around in the actual episode. Because we do have it right here, but it's not very good, I don't think. It's like a weird setup I don't fully understand. So we'll study that. We'll try to do as much Waterline as possible because I know I've said it before, but like I like to play the pack in quote unquote phases. And last episode we achieved the last phase, which is Infinity Chest. And what I mean by phase is that everything I'm doing is in efforts to reach this specific item. And now that we're here, we aim for another phase, which is crafting input buffer. This is our next phase. And this man is quite expensive. So we're not going to get this directly because we need tier 7 water. But understand that getting this is its own adventure. Space Assembler Module Mark 1. Whatever is going on with this, whatever this is, the setup behind it, and then all the other waters. So that's what I mean by phases. It's just a big project, culmination of many projects to get to a final product, which is the crafting input buffer. And then from there, I'll continue. Lots of sidetracks will happen. That's just the nature of things as I look into the recipes, right? So I'll be doing the filtering off camera, or the sorting off camera. Finish this up, but I think we have it working for the most part. We are going to see issues when this stuff reaches in the billions, but I don't think we really have to worry about that until later. I don't think. Yeah, we'll come back to that when it happens. We have a lot of time until we reach in the billions, though, if you think about it, because really our highest item is like, I think redstone is our highest item, and it's only 100 million. We still have, what, 20 more of this to go. And if this has been building up for months, 20 times a couple of months is a very long, right? So we have a lot of time before that happens. And by then we'll have other solutions of storage anyways. But so far, I think this is a lot cleaner. It's way more organized. And we have it in 3 groups: our item storage, fluid storage, controller network, and then interfacing between mainnet and storage subnet. And then we have this workbench here for whatever. I don't think I need this. Yeah. Okay. I'll finish this up camera, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Next stream will be tomorrow. Pretty good progress, actually. I am glad that I streamed today. I learned a good amount. Okay. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For now, have a good night. Take care. And bye-bye. See ya.